Manufacturing is the backbone of our nation. It's the engine that drives our economy, providing jobs and creating products that we use every day. From the cars we drive to the appliances in our homes, manufacturing touches every aspect of our lives. It's tough, it's essential, and let's face it, it can be dangerous. The environments are often loud, fast-paced, and filled with potential hazards. But it's also a field where precision and skill are paramount, and where the dedication of workers ensures the quality and safety of the products we rely on. We're talking about environments with heavy machinery, powerful tools, and materials that require careful handling. These are places where a moment's inattention can lead to serious injury. That's why every worker needs to be vigilant and well-trained. That's why safety can't be an afterthought. It has to be priority number one. Safety protocols and training sessions are not just formalities. They are lifelines. They ensure that everyone knows how to operate equipment safely, how to handle materials properly, and what to do in case of an emergency. Think of it like this. You wouldn't climb a ladder without making sure it was stable, right? The same principle applies to every task in a manufacturing plant. Before you start any job, you need to make sure that all safety measures are in place, and that you understand the risks involved. Same goes for working in a manufacturing plant. Every piece of machinery, every tool, and every material has its own set of safety guidelines. It's crucial to follow these guidelines to prevent accidents and injuries. You need to know the hazards, how to spot them, and what to do about them. This means being aware of your surroundings at all times, recognizing potential dangers, and taking proactive steps to mitigate them. It's about creating a culture of safety, where everyone is committed to looking out for one another. That's what this guide is all about, giving you the tools to stay safe on the job. We'll cover everything from basic safety practices to advanced protocols, ensuring that you have the knowledge and confidence to handle any situation that comes your way. No matter what your role is, whether you're running a machine or managing a team, everyone has a part to play in safety. It's a collective effort that requires cooperation and communication. When everyone is on the same page, the workplace becomes a safer and more efficient environment. We all have a responsibility to look out for ourselves and each other. This means not only following safety protocols but also encouraging others to do the same. If you see something unsafe, speak up. If you notice a colleague struggling, offer assistance. Together, we can create a workplace where safety is second nature. Remember, at the end of the day, we all want to go home safe and sound to our families. The goal is to ensure that every worker can finish their shift without injury and return to their loved ones. This is the ultimate measure of success in any manufacturing environment. So let's dive in and equip you with the knowledge and confidence to navigate the manufacturing world safely and effectively. With the right training and a commitment to safety, we can all contribute to a safer, more productive workplace. Manufacturing environments are full of potential hazards, but some pop up more often than others. These hazards can range from the obvious to the more insidious, but all of them have the potential to cause serious injury or even death if not properly managed. Understanding these common hazards is the first step in creating a safer workplace for everyone involved. Think of these as the usual suspects in our safety lineup. By recognizing them, we can take proactive steps to mitigate their risks and ensure a safer working environment. First up, we've got machinery. We're talking moving parts, sharp edges, and powerful forces that can cause serious harm if not treated with respect. Machinery is essential for manufacturing, but it can also be incredibly dangerous. Workers need to be constantly aware of their surroundings and the machinery they are operating. Always follow lockout, tagout procedures and never bypass safety guards. These safety measures are in place for a reason, and ignoring them can lead to catastrophic injuries. Regular maintenance and inspections are also crucial to ensure that machinery is in good working order and that all safety features are functioning properly. Next, we've got chemicals. From cleaning agents to raw materials, these substances can pose risks through skin contact, inhalation, or even explosions. Chemicals are a common part of many manufacturing processes, but they must be handled with care. Proper storage, labeling, and handling procedures are essential to prevent accidents. Always wear the appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, and handle chemicals with care. PPE such as gloves, goggles, and respirators can provide a critical barrier between workers and hazardous substances. Training on the proper use and disposal of chemicals is also essential to prevent exposure and contamination. Ventilation is key here, folks. Proper ventilation systems can help to disperse harmful fumes and reduce the risk of inhalation injuries. Regular checks and maintenance of ventilation systems are necessary to ensure they are functioning effectively. Don't forget about electricity. Exposed wiring, faulty equipment, and overloaded circuits can lead to shocks, burns, or even fires. Electrical hazards are often overlooked, but they can be deadly. Ensuring that all electrical systems are up to code and regularly inspected can prevent many accidents. Make sure electrical systems are properly maintained and never work on them unless you're qualified. Only trained and certified personnel should handle electrical repairs and maintenance. Using the right tools and protective equipment is also crucial to prevent electrical injuries. And lastly, let's not overlook the seemingly simple stuff: slips, trips, and falls. Wet floors, cluttered walkways, and uneven surfaces can all lead to painful and costly accidents. These hazards might seem minor, but they are among the most common causes of workplace injuries. Keep your work area clean, report spills immediately, and wear slip-resistant footwear. Good housekeeping practices can go a long way in preventing slips, trips, and falls. Regularly inspecting walkways and work areas for potential hazards and addressing them promptly can create a safer environment for everyone. Now that we know what we're dealing with, let's talk about how to spot these hazards before they cause trouble. Think of it like being a detective searching for clues. The first line of defense is your own two eyes. Get in the habit of regularly scanning your surroundings, looking for anything out of place. Use a checklist if it helps you stay organized. This could include things like checking for frayed cords, loose railings, or blocked fire exits. The more specific, the better. Remember, complacency is the enemy of safety. Don't be afraid to use your other senses too. If something smells off, sounds strange, or feels hot to the touch, don't ignore it. Investigate. Your gut instinct is a powerful tool, so listen to it. Section 4. Sizing up the risk. How bad could it be? Okay, so you've spotted a potential hazard. It could be anything from a small spill on the floor to a piece of machinery that looks like it might be malfunctioning. The first step is always to identify the hazard, but identifying it is just the beginning. Now what? The next step is to assess the risk. This involves taking a closer look at the hazard and understanding the potential consequences. You need to think about what could go wrong and how bad it could be. That means figuring out how likely it is that something bad will happen and how severe the consequences could be. This is where you need to use your judgment and experience to make an informed decision. Think of it like this. A puddle of water on the floor is a hazard, but the risk level depends on where it is. If it's in a place where people are constantly walking, the risk is higher, but the risk level depends on where it is. If it's in a place where people are constantly walking, the risk is higher. You need to consider the environment and the context in which the hazard exists. A small spill in a low-traffic area is one thing, and it might not pose a significant risk. However, if that same spill is in a busy walkway where many workers pass through, the risk increases significantly. But a large puddle near a busy walkway is a whole different ballgame. In such a scenario, the likelihood of someone slipping and getting hurt is much higher, and the consequences could be more severe. To assess risk, consider both the likelihood and the severity of the potential harm. Ask yourself, how often do people come into contact with this hazard? What could happen if they do? Is it a near miss, where someone almost gets hurt but doesn't? Near misses are important to note because they can indicate a high-risk situation that needs to be addressed before it leads to an actual injury. Or is someone about to get seriously hurt? Serious injuries can have long-lasting effects on the worker and the company, so it's crucial to prevent them whenever possible. Is it a minor inconvenience, something that might slow down production a little but won't cause major issues? Even minor inconveniences can add up over time and affect overall productivity. Or could it shut down the entire production line? A major incident could halt operations, leading to significant downtime and financial loss. The more severe the potential consequences, the higher the risk. Once you've assessed the risk, you can decide on the appropriate action. This might involve taking immediate steps to mitigate the hazard or planning longer-term solutions to prevent it from happening again. Sometimes, it's a simple fix, like cleaning up a spill or tightening a loose bolt. These quick actions can prevent accidents and keep the workplace safe, like cleaning up a spill or tightening a loose bolt. These quick actions can prevent accidents and keep the workplace safe. It's important to address even small hazards promptly. Other times, it might require more involved solutions, such as modifying equipment to make it safer, or implementing new safety procedures to ensure that everyone knows how to avoid the hazard, like modifying equipment or implementing new safety procedures. Training employees on these new procedures is also crucial to ensure that everyone is aware of the risks and knows how to mitigate them. Section 5. Sounding the alarm, reporting hazards effectively. Remember, spotting a hazard is only half the battle. You need to report it so it can be addressed. Don't assume someone else will notice it or that it's not a big deal. When it comes to safety, it's always better to err on the side of caution. So, who do you report to? Your supervisor is a good place to start, but don't hesitate to go higher up the chain of command if necessary. Many companies also have dedicated safety hotlines or online reporting systems. When reporting a hazard, be clear, concise, and specific. What did you find? Where is it located? What is the potential danger? The more information you provide, the better equipped they'll be to handle the situation. And don't be afraid to follow up. Make sure the hazard has been addressed and that appropriate action has been taken. Remember, safety is everyone's responsibility.